Our van broke down, so I'm cutting my bangs in the woods. Let's go. The van started behaving weirdly on the highway and eventually slowly crawled to a stop. I stopped the van, tried to start it again, and it just wouldn't start. We had the van towed to the local Mercedes-Benz dealer, had them take a look at it. Ultimately, what happened is that the rear derailleur just totally blew. There was a bunch of melted steel in it. Apparently they'd never seen anything like it before. They quoted us a sum of money that was much more than what we paid to purchase the van to begin with. In our minds, the van might just be a total loss. Because of that, I was not doing good. I was not doing good at all. For some reason, I forgot to mention that the van is fixable. It's going to be fixable for a smaller amount of money than we were quoted. It just totally left my mind while recording. Okay, back to the video. Oh my god! Realizing that I might not have that back again, I came to the conclusion that I am always desiring, and I mean, desire is the root of all suffering, they say. I consider myself pretty ambitious, but I'm also really hard on myself. It's honestly to the detriment of my relationships, my quality of life. I started getting anxiety stomach aches, moral scrupulosity, where it's like I'm so concerned not only over my accomplishments and the things that I'm doing or making, but who I am as a person and whether or not I am doing the right thing or I have the right morals. I just want to accept myself and my circumstances as is. I can't just keep making myself sick over the fact that I am not where I want to be, or there are people doing things that I want to be doing, but I don't have the time or the money or the resources. I mean, I'm working a job right now. I'm also in school. I should be graduating next year, but honestly, I'm really tired. Let me actually be a little bit more ballsy with this here. I mean, I think it's getting short. I don't know, man. I don't know. A hair wash in time will tell. I'm just constantly comparing myself to others. I feel like I used to be a lot more content and calm. I was just happy to be living with my partner and just kind of getting established, you know, all those like young adult milestones. I felt pretty lucky and I felt pretty appreciative. You know, everything was fine and dandy, but it started to get a little like antsy, and you know, I found out about van life and I was like, yeah, we should try this. You know, taking on that project, it was like a 2.5 year process, but like the project made me realize that like I actually have to take action, and maybe I do have to be a little hard on myself or challenge myself to like actually see the vision come to life. Yeah, and I was like, I have to be hard on myself. I mean, my whole life, I think I've been hard on myself. My original plan was to be an illustrator or a artist or an animator. I love to draw. I still like to draw, but in high school, it was my whole world. It was my lifeline. I was in a world where criticism was necessary to grow. When you are really serious about art, you start to like internalize the fact that criticism is good. It's necessary to improve as an artist. But I think when you're young, it's really easy to just start being really hard on yourself, and you know, you start to have this internal critic, but I think it can really easily manifest into self-hatred. I took this attitude into like my own adult milestones. Maybe I'm just talking nonsense. I see people online and they're doing like remote work or social media or making like YouTube videos. I would like to be able to do that. I don't know the balance to find. He's a 6'7". Oh, I got blessed by a dragonfly. I'm struggling to find the balance where it's like I want to grind and make videos and do all these creative things and make a graphic novel and write, but I also need to relax. I need to be nicer to myself and I need to be kinder to myself. Yeah, so trying to find that balance has been really difficult for me, especially when I am so hard on myself all the time. My laptop battery's running out, so I should probably hurry up. See, there's always gonna be uncertainty when it comes to doing all these things, but I think I also need to find comfort in the fact that I really don't know what's gonna happen. I record like I am now. I'm always unsure about how the footage is gonna come out and whether I'm gonna be able to make anything coherent, but I just kind of have to trust the process. Much like the bangs that I'm cutting right now. Ow! Oh, that actually sliced my finger open. Oh, that's really gushing. Don't cut your finger again. Don't cut your hand again. Okay, so hopefully we have the van back later this week. And by the time I post this, it'll probably be already fixed. It's been 2 weeks and we still don't have the van. We're on a hike right now. So I'll probably make a video about moving back into the van. And then also we're gonna hold a van warming party. We were gonna do this when we moved in, but it was winter and it didn't really seem appropriate. I think that's it, folks. Are my bangs up? Wait, hold on. See, my bangs are greasy, so it doesn't really help. Did I mess up? Does it look okay? I'll probably throw some dry shampoo in it and I'll put a clip right here of the final product. So things are looking up. I need to reevaluate. I need to check myself. I gotta stop being so self-hating and comparing, and I gotta chill out and be content with what I have right now. I'm sitting in the woods and I got my bangs cut. So thank you to everybody who watched my first video. I really appreciate it. I was going crazy because I was like, nobody's gonna care about this, but honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm just glad that I made something. All right, thank you so much for making it all the way through this video and joining me in the woods to trim my bangs. Subscribe if you want to follow my van life journey. If you decide to cut your bangs, do it very slowly, incrementally, and try not to cut your finger. Okay, bye.